Right then, everyone, back to my car. I've got the dog back. We're going to get to the hotel, but before we do that, we're going to start with the last word. Yes, hello, everyone. Look, I don't think this is going to be very positive. There's going to be a lot of effing and frustration. It's how I am. I've always been that way. I'm not going to change for anybody. If I feel I've got to say something, I will. Today was utter shite. It was absolute crap. The weekend was crap. The performance on the pitch was crap. We deserve to absolutely get battered today by Man City. We'll start with the lineups. Joe Willock kept his place after his good performance last week. Dan Burn, there was some questions around was he going to be fit? He was. Bruno was in the side, and then everyone else that basically started against Arsenal. So it's going back to 4 rather than 5. Obviously, with Botman being missing, effectively it was Willock for Botman, more or less, since the Arsenal game. Nihat Natalby hardly netted them. The only person to come out with a bit of credit today and play for this, our fucking badge, is Lewis Miley, one of our own. Not one of those players on that pitch deserves any praise today. Every single one of those individuals were fucking shite. Every single one of them. Tell me in the comments below who you think actually deserved to wear the badge today, except from Lewis Miley. There's nobody. There was nobody. He come on the half time and he's putting his foot in. He was pressing. He was trying. Effort, that's all we fucking want as fans, is a bit of effort. Today, you can see you're playing against Man City. You can see all of that. They're indifferent. The champions, whatever. But put a bit of effort in, man. Well, what we'll do is we'll talk about the goals and then we'll just go on to them individual performances. We'll hear from Eddie Howe and we'll look at the league table. Let's get straight to it, the goals. The first one is just a simple, you see this D&D week out in non-league football. It's route 1 by Edison and the ball's bouncing. Trippier misreads it. Poor from Trippier. Marmoush is then 1-on-1, who I did a video on the channel saying that Newcastle should ironically go and sign him back in late November. He lobs to Bravka, 1-0 doing. You're off to a bad start already, and our record here at the Etihad is awful. It is absolute awful. We've only ever won here once, and that was in the League Cup. We've never won in the Premier League. Last time we won was at Main Road. I think it was 1-0. Solana cross from the right, Shearer header. I might be wrong on that. I'm sure it was 1-0. Now the crowd aren't going to be up for it. They've got one of the worst home supports in the league. It's right up there with Chelsea for me. I don't like coming to this stadium because 1, we always get battered. 2, their home support's awful. It's hard to get an atmosphere going. Speaking of atmosphere, our away end, I'll come to that in a minute, was just as bad. But we're 1-0 doing. Right, can I get a reaction? There was none. Where's the tackles? Where's the 50-50s? Where's the putting your foot in? Where's playing for this, the badge? There was fuck all of that the day. Fuck all of it. I'm pissed off about it. Because I'm happy to get beat as long as the lads put the effort in today. They didn't for me. They didn't. 2-0. I can't really question anyone individually. It's a good finish by Marmoush on the edge of the box. Fine. No problems. 2-0 doing. The next goal is then crucial. Because if you concede... That's like Ganzu. If you concede, it's game hour. If we score, you're back in it. That's the next crucial goal. But Marmoush gets his hat-trick. But Bruno Gomes is not even tracking him. Our own captain is at fault for that goal. Player comes in from the right. It's poor from the right. You've got to stop it. Anthony Gordon's not even helping Lewis Hall all game. Why isn't Gordon tracking back? Marmoush scores his hat-trick. He's free. Bruno's not even tracking him. You're 3-0 doing it. It's game hour. The lad's got a hat-trick. He's a great player. Talked about him on the channel late November, as I say. It's game hour. Jacob Murphy was 2 tucked in. Second half, a couple of substitutions. I think it needed to be. Livramento was on for Trippier. Willock was off. Willock was poor. Trippier was poor. Deservedly so off. And I think, in all honesty, Miley's the best player on the pitch for us. In what's that? Probably a 6, a 7, maybe. The rest are all fucking 2s and 3s for me. There's no heart in it today. I'm really disappointed. I'm really fucking pissed off today. And I'm happy to take a defeat when we deserve to get beat. But when I feel there's not enough heart, I'll go on and on and on about it. Gordon was shite. Where was he helping out Lewis Hall today? Jacob Murphy offered fuck all on that right flank. Fuck all on that right flank. And there's questions about his ability. Can he do it week in, week out? No, he can't. That's why I think the club should have strengthened in a right winger in January. I've said numerous of times, the last few videos, come the end of the season, if it's 1 or 2 points that doesn't get us top 5, because top 5 should get you Champions League, doesn't get us into the Champions League, we'll rule that decision not strengthening. Yes, Harvey Barnes is back, but Harvey Barnes is left winger. Yes, Wilson's is back, but how long is Wilson going to be back for? It's good that we've got options. Yes, I do like that. I really do like that. But that right wing position needs sorting. We've sold Almiron. Kelly's going to be sold in the summer. I just hope it doesn't come bite well in the arse. Getting beat today, and then it was 4-0. McAtee, good talented youngster, beats Tonali to it. It's 4-0. It's like, Christ almighty, man. How man? And it's not just that. It's the manner of the goals that we're conceding. And getting beat 4-0, I did say on the drive-in we could get walloped today. But the thing is, the goal difference, we'll come to that in a minute, is massive because now it's an 8-goal swing. We were level before today's kickoff with City with the same goal difference, same points. Now they've gained an extra 4. We've then -4. It's an 8-goal swing. Just after one fucking game. Full time. I want to get on the way end before we talk about Eddie Howe because I think the way end was just as bad today. That's probably one of the worst away ends. Probably along the lines of where I was. And I can't speak for everybody because City have you in 3 tiers. You've got a lower tier, you've got a middle tier. I was in the middle tier, and then you've got a high tier. So I was in the middle today, but it was just as bad as Spurs away from me. I don't know why. Maybe it's cooperative. I don't know. But there's people, well-known supporters in that middle tier who didn't sing at all. It's poor, man. The way end matched the performance on the pitch. Yes, we had now to cheer about, but we had nought given for the lads. We had nothing. And I don't think it's the way end structured are different, because I think Wolves is hard to get an atmosphere the way Wolves put you, Molineux. I think Spurs is pretty poor as well. But come on. The way end was poor today. And as I say, I'm one of them. But however, join in at least, because I did. At least join in. Right, we'll hear from Eddie Howe before we talk about performances in the league table. It's all yours.
Yeah, we're disappointed, very disappointed with our general performance today. I expected us to be really competitive today. I don't think just starting off the ball, in terms of trying to deliver a really competitive, energetic performance, it wasn't there. Then the duels, we were off on our duels, so then it becomes very difficult because they're still the best team in the Premier League, maybe the world still for me in the build-up phase. And with the ball, I think they're still a very, very difficult team to play against. They then can keep the ball for long periods of time, so it can become a difficult mix if you don't get that first part right, and we didn't today, and sadly that led to a disappointing performance. Yeah, I don't think we're perfect. We're far from it. I think we have days where we can look far from the team that we are when we're on it, and it's a real frustration for us because to be an elite team, you've got to be consistent. You've got to figure out ways to be competitive even if you're not feeling your best or as cohesive as you want to be.
Right, so that was Eddie Howe. Yeah, we'll play shite. Simple as that. Can't sugarcoat that. Luckily, Forest got beat today, which has helped out a little bit because we play them next week. So it could all be happy and roses next week. I think next week's massive. I think that could be basically playing for 5th place come the end of the season. Maybe 4th, because I think it'll be Liverpool, it'll be Arsenal. Look, Man City are starting to slowly put things together. So 4th, it might be a 4th and 5th place with Chelsea, because Chelsea kind of wins together, can they? But look, the league tables, it's still tight. We've still got games to play this weekend. But look, I didn't mind getting beat, but when there's no heart, that's when I get fucking pissed off and I get really upset about it, because I didn't think that they played for the badge today, and I'm gonna keep banging that fucking drum. And I'm not even gonna say sorry that I'm effing them, because that's my passion coming out. And if you didn't like it, then click off the channel. It's not for you. When I'm upset, I'll tell you that I'm upset. When I'm happy, I'll show you that I'm happy. This is what this channel's about. The last nearly 10 years, we document it. I'm not happy today. Not happy at all. Performances, Gordon, tracking back. A place to shine against the champions. Where were you? Bruno, fucking awful. You've been linked to Manchester City. You don't deserve to go on that Manchester City side after that performance. Jacob Murphy was non-existent. Fabian Schär was awful. You want a new contract? You've got to play better than that. Dubravka, can I really criticise Dubravka? Maybe the 3rd goal, but not really. Isak, it was billed as Haaland versus Isak today. Isak barely had a kick of the ball. Tonali was under par. Willock was non-existent. Willock was I don't know what's going on with Joe Willock. You cannot have a great game every 5 games and have 4 poor ones. Trippier coming in, I wanted it. He was poor. Couldn't handle it. Lewis Hall had knee help. There's so many people that underperformed, and when you've got to stay in the game or hang in there, you need 1 or 2 of your star players to step up, and we didn't have any stepping up today, all of them, and that's partially the reason why we got absolutely battered today and we deserved to get beat. As I say, the way end was shite. The performance on the pitch was shite. Well, all you can do is knock it on the head as a fan and move on to the next one, which luckily we don't have a midweek game, which is probably another blessing. Forest next week's massive, because if you win that, you know, everyone's back on a high, and we've got a few tough fixtures. We've had City today, we've got Forest, we've got Liverpool twice on the horizon in the league, and then the final. You've got West Ham away, which is always going to be a difficult night on a Monday night. But look, let's just... So we got in the hotel, little man. So we got in the hotel and calm down. Because... shite. Absolute crap. Lewis Smiley, as I say, the only one who deserves any ounce of credit. There's no fucker else for me. And I'm really disappointed. See you later, everyone. Ta-da.